Hey guys, welcome back to Call Me After Coffee. My name is Bree and today I'm going to be doing my September TBR. Anyone who's been around for a while knows I usually do a top 3 TBR. I don't make them extensive. I make them very short and then whatever extra, if I get anything extra to read at the end of the month, will show up in the wrap up, and that way it gives a little bit of a difference in the videos as well. So getting into it, this is sort of just an honorable mention. I've been chipping away at this one for months now, and I plan to continue on. I am, over halfway now, but I do want to try and read at least a couple hundred more pages of this. It would be great if I could finish it, but I don't have high hopes. I am not loving this as much as the first one. Getting into the 3 that I want to get to this month. First one is The Fountains of Silence. This one was very kindly sent to me by Penguin Teen. I am so excited to have received it. And I just want to say a quick thank you to Penguin Teen for sending this one to me. This is The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. I did actually email to figure out how to say it. This is set 20 years or so after the Spanish Civil War. It's really interesting. We have 2 kind of main characters, Ana, who lives in Spain, and then we have Daniel, who is like a photographer or an aspiring photographer. He goes on vacation to Spain with his parents and starts to kind of learn the darker side of Spain. It's super, super interesting. I really love the characters. I think they're super lovable. It's kind of like, I'm not trying to give you guys too much. I only have about this much left in the book, and so far I have loved it. I just want to see if everything comes together in a satisfying way, but so far I really love this. It is, I would say, a little bit more romancy. It's not like a corny romance, at least I didn't find that. I found it very sweet, very slow burn, very just it's heart-wrenching, but I love these characters together. I love it. And so far I'm absolutely loving this book. And I'm excited to finish it, but I wanted to film my TBR before I finished it because I didn't want to be able to have a full synopsis in my head, just kind of what I know so far, and even then I've left things out. Anyway, The Fountains of Silence is the first book I'm going to be finishing this month. It is just such a fast read, and I am so excited. The next book that I have here is actually Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I am excited to read this. I have attempted to start this maybe 3 or 4 times in the past. I literally didn't get past the first couple pages, so I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about the characters. I don't know if there's a movie. I'm assuming there's a movie, but I haven't seen it. I literally know nothing about Wuthering Heights, but something about it just makes me feel like the fall will be a good time to read it. So I am hoping to finish this in September. I did put little markers every second chapter to kind of give me yay, I did this points as I go through. I did read Pride and Prejudice pretty quick, but I don't know what the writing style is, the differences or whatever. Jane Eyre took me a long time. But I'm hoping this one doesn't take me as long because I'm a little bit better at reading classics now. I'm really excited to get to this. I really want to knock this one off my TBR and just kind of get it out of the way and see if I love it or hate it. I have no idea what I'm going to think of it. And then the last book that I have here is Frederick Buckman's Us Against You, which is the second book in the Beartown trilogy, which it will be a trilogy. I don't know if it's formally announced yet. I'm sure it's hanging around. I didn't know about it until I went and saw him interviewed at a library, and he said there was going to be a 3rd book coming out. I can't remember what he said it was going to be called. He wasn't entirely sure what it was going to be called translation-wise, but he said something about either people who walk towards the fire or people who walk into the fire. It had something to do with fire. So I'm not entirely sure where he's going to take the story, but I really want to read book 2 and then just sit on my hands until book 3 comes. He also has, this is a complete side note, but he also has a book that should be published here, I think next year, called Anxious People. And I'm really excited. He said it's kind of like a dark comedy, or it turned out like a dark comedy, which I'm totally here for. I think his humor is really hilarious. I think he conveys strong messages with simple words, and I think that's really interesting, the way he can get his message across in such a simple way. But anyway, I want to get to Us Against You. I've been meaning to read this. I was going to read it during the summer and I just didn't get around to it. So those are the books that I have for my TBR for September. Obviously things could change, you guys know that TBRs can change. Maybe I'll be mood ready, I don't know. I'm kind of excited to have a TBR again because I feel like this summer I just didn't know what I would be up to, and so I didn't want to make a lot of plans that I couldn't commit to. But I almost feel like not having a TBR made me more indecisive, but I thought it was like interesting to see the difference. So when I have a TBR, I usually just grab the next book, but I was like struggling on what I wanted to pick up next each time, which is new for me. So I feel like TBRs are definitely the way to go, even if I don't end up reading everything. I do like to have a plan, and it's kind of interesting that I found that out about myself. Anyway, that's all I've got for today's video. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're planning to read in September. What were your favorite and your least favorite reads of August? Let me know all that down below. While you're down there, please hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss future notifications. I upload most Mondays and Thursdays, and if not Monday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Generally, it's twice a week. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Thanks again. Bye. Thank you.